So we will see a small introduction to the Web3, and then what are the core principles of the Web3, an introduction to DeFi, and what are the key applications, introduction to ReFi, and what are the core concepts of this technology. Then we'll delve into the DLT technology and the use cases. What are the main challenges and the future trends of these technologies? We will conclude what we have learned with some small Q&A session, and then we're going to do 2 practical workshops that you are going to try to code and to do the tasks. So you will have some practical knowledge. So first, let's see the revolution of the internet. So we had the Web 1.0, which is early in the 1990s, started officially, then until early 2000s, and it was most of read-only content and static web pages. We can see some of them. Service providers back then that gave us this content. Of course, Yahoo and Yahoo News and Google and MSN and AOL, NBC are the most popular one. Then what we are still using and started in the mid 2000s is the Web 2.0, which it has more interactive content, and we have social media where we can interact as users. So you all know all these apps. There are a lot more, but these are like the most popular ones into each group. And now we are emerging and currently going into the Web3 space, where everything is decentralized and blockchain based. So Web3 represents the next phase of the internet, emphasizing decentralization, token-based economy, and user empowerment. So unlike its predecessors, Web 3.0 leverages blockchain technology to distribute data and control. So Web 1 was the era of static web pages, where users were primarily consumers of the information. It was content read-only, and there was little to no interaction. Then in Web 2, this stage introduced dynamic content, significant user interaction like social media platforms, blogs, collaborative projects, like Wikipedia emerged. It is among the first most popular collaborative projects, then allowing users to both consume and create content. And now in the Web 3, which is the current phase, this evolution took further by decentralizing all the data control. So instead of centralized entities like Google or Facebook, which are controlling the data, the blockchain technology enables data to be distributed across networks. And this ensures not only greater security and privacy, but also gives the controllers the control for users. So what are the key characteristics? First is the decentralization. So the Web3 applications operate on decentralized networks, reducing reliance on central servers and authorities. And this increases the security and resilience while reducing censorship. Then we have the token economy. So Web3 introduces a token-based economy where users can earn, spend, and invest in digital tokens. And these tokens can represent anything from currency to assets, creating new economic models and opportunities. And then we have the user empowerment. So we're giving users control over their data and digital identities. And Web3 empowers the individuals. So users can interact with decentralized applications or DApps, and that respects their privacy and data ownership. So Web3 aims to create more user-centric internet where individuals have greater control, privacy, and economic opportunities. So the core principles of Web3 include trustless and permissionless systems, also interoperability, and enhanced privacy and security. So trustless and permissionless systems means that Web3 is built on blockchain technology, which enables trustless and permissionless interactions. This means transactions and interactions can occur directly between users without the need of intermediaries such as banks or centralized authorities. Smart contracts, which are self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into the code, are a key component of this system, and they automatically enforce and execute agreements, reducing the need for third-party involvement and minimizing the risk of fraud. And we'll see later in the first workshop, you're going to make your own smart contract. Then we have the interoperability, which is another core principle, and it refers to the ability of different systems and networks to work together seamlessly. So in the context of Web3, this means that different blockchain networks and decentralized applications can communicate and interact with each other. And this interoperability is crucial for creating a cohesive and functional ecosystem where users can move assets and data freely across various platforms and services. And technologies such as cross-chain bridges and interoperable protocols are being developed to facilitate this integration. And the last but not least is the enhanced privacy and security. So there are fundamental aspects of the Web3 blockchain technology provides a high level of security by design, as each transaction is recorded on a distributed ledger and validated by multiple nodes in the network. This decentralized approach makes it extremely difficult for malicious actors to alter or tamper with the data. Also, Web3 emphasizes user privacy, allowing individuals to control their personal information and share it selectively. Cryptographic techniques such as zero-knowledge proofs enable users to prove certain information without revealing the underlying data and further enhancing privacy. So by incorporating these core principles, Web3 aims to create a more secure and transparent and user-centric internet where individuals have greater control over their interactions and data. So one of the questions that always arise, and I will share them with you and also the answers, is how this trustless system work in the Web3. So we said they operate without a need for trust between parties, and instead of relying on intermediaries like banks, central authorities, and so on, that verify and facilitate transactions. These trustless systems use blockchain technology and smart contracts to ensure security and transparency. So every transaction is recorded on a public, immutable ledger that is distributed across a network of nodes or computers. And this approach ensures that no single entity has control over the entire network, making it resistant to tampering and fraud. Then we have consensus mechanisms like proof of work or proof of stake to validate these transactions, and these mechanisms ensure that all nodes agree on the state of the ledger, preventing double spending and ensuring data integrity. And then we have the smart contracts, which we already said are self-executing with the terms of the agreement written directly into the code, and they enforce the terms as they automatically execute when predefined conditions are met, and removing the need for intermediaries and reducing the risk of human error and manipulation. So the next question is, what are some examples of interoperable Web3 applications? We have a lot of them actually. So these interoperability in Web3 allows different blockchain networks and different decentralization apps to communicate and work together seamlessly. So some of these kind of apps include Polkadot. So that's a blockchain platform that enables multiple blockchains to transfer messages and value in trust-free fashion. Polkadot's relay chain connects various specialized blockchains called parachains, enabling interoperability. Then we have Cosmos, known as the Internet of Blockchains. So Cosmos aims to create an ecosystem of interconnected blockchains, and its inter-blockchain communications, or IBC protocol, allows different blockchains to communicate and share data. And then we have the Chainlink, which is a decentralized Oracle network that connects smart contracts with real-world data. So Chainlink enables interoperability between blockchain networks and off-chain data sources, facilitating a wide range of applications, especially in DeFi and beyond. And the third question is, how does Web3 enhance privacy compared to Web2? So we said Web3 enhances privacy through several key mechanisms that provide users with greater control over their personal data. The first thing is the decentralized identity, or DID. So Web3 allows users to create and manage their digital identities without relying on centralized authorities. And these decentralized identities are stored on the blockchain, giving users control over their personal information and who can access it. Then there are a lot of cryptographic techniques, advanced ones such as zero-knowledge proofs, and enable users to prove certain aspects of their data without revealing the actual information. For example, users can prove their own legal age without disclosing their birth date. And we have data ownership. So in Web2, users' data is often stored or controlled by centralized entities like social media platforms and online services. And Web3 shifts the ownership of data to the user, who can choose to share it selectively and revoke access as needed. And private transactions. So Web3 supports private transactions through technologies like zero-knowledge, non-interactive arguments of knowledge, or known as ZK snarks, and confidential transactions. So these techniques allow transactions to be verified without revealing the transaction details, which enhances even more the privacy and the security. So now let's talk about DeFi a little bit. So DeFi, or decentralized finance, is like a new financial system built on blockchain technology that operates without traditional intermediaries such as banks or financial institutions. By leveraging blockchain and smart contracts, DeFi aims to create more open, inclusive, efficient financial system. So DeFi encompasses a wide range of financial services, including lending, borrowing, trading, earning interest on digital assets. Unlike traditional finance, which relies on centralized entities to manage and facilitate transactions, DeFi uses decentralized protocols that enable peer-to-peer interactions, and this decentralized approach eliminates the need for trust in intermediaries and allows users to have greater control over their assets. The key components are smart contracts. We said they're self-executing with the terms of agreement directly written into the code. They automatically enforce and execute when the conditions are met. And they eliminate the need for intermediaries, which reduces the risk of fraud and error. Then we have decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, which are platforms that allow users to trade cryptocurrencies directly with each other without relying on a centralized exchange. But using smart contracts, DEXs facilitate secure and transparent transactions, reducing the risk of hacks and fraud associated with centralized exchanges. Actually, the second workshop is more about DEXs, so we'll see it later. And then we have lending platforms. So DeFi lending platforms enable users to lend and borrow cryptocurrencies in a decentralized manner, and borrowers can obtain loans without traditional credit checks, and lenders can earn interest on their assets. Smart contracts ensure that loans are automatically repaid according to the agreed terms. So, what are first the benefits? We have financial inclusion. So that means that DeFi opens up access to financial services for individuals who are unbanked or underbanked. By removing the need for these intermediaries, DeFi can reach a global audience and provide financial services to those who have been excluded from the traditional financial system. Then we have transparency. So the blockchain technology ensures that all transactions are recorded on public ledger, providing transparency and accountability, and users can verify transactions and track the flow of funds, which reduces the risk of fraud and corruption. And we have lower costs. So with eliminating the need of intermediaries, we reduce the transaction fees and operational costs, and users can interact directly with decentralized protocols, which often have lower fees compared to traditional financial services, and they are a lot faster. So this makes a DeFi a cost-effective alternative for various financial activities, from trading to borrowing. So DeFi represents a transformative approach to finance, leveraging blockchain technology to create a decentralized, transparent, and inclusive financial system. By enabling these peer-to-peer interactions and reducing reliance on intermediaries, DeFi offers numerous benefits that have the potential to revolutionize the way we access and use financial services. So the key DeFi applications include Uniswap for decentralized trading, Aave for lending and borrowing, and Compound for yield farming. These platforms demonstrate the versatility and potential of DeFi in creating more accessible financial system. So Uniswap is a decentralized exchange, or DEX, that enables users to trade cryptocurrencies directly with each other without the need for a centralized intermediary. So it uses an automated market maker, AMM model, where liquidity is provided by users who deposit their tokens into liquidity pools. And this allows for continuous permissionless trading, making it easy for anyone to swap tokens. And this is actually what we're going to do in the second workshop. So Aave is a decentralized lending platform that allows users to lend and borrow a variety of cryptocurrencies, and lenders can earn interest on their deposits, while borrowers can obtain loans without the need for traditional credit checks. Aave also offers innovative features like flash loans, which enable users to borrow funds without collateral, as long as the loan is repaid within the same transaction. And Compound is another leading DeFi lending platform that enables users to lend and borrow digital assets. So users can deposit their assets into liquidity pools to earn interest, while borrowers can take out loans by providing collateral. So Compound's interest rates are algorithmically determined based on supply and demand, ensuring efficient capital allocation. So we mentioned them, but let's go through the use cases. First is trading. So decentralized exchanges like Uniswap allow users to trade cryptocurrencies in a secure and transparent manner. By removing these intermediaries, DEXs reduce the risk of hacks and fraud associated with centralized exchanges. Then we have borrowing and lending. we mentioned AIF and Compound, which enable the users to lend and borrow, providing an alternative to the traditional banking services. And they offer flexible terms and competitive interest rates, making it easier for users to access credit and earn returns on their assets. And then we have yield farming, also known as liquidity mining, which involves providing liquidity to DeFi protocols in exchange for rewards. So users can earn interest, fees, and governance tokens by staking their assets in liquidity pools, and yield farming has become a popular way for users to maximize their returns into the DeFi ecosystem. So these DeFi applications illustrate a wide range of financial services that can be assessed through decentralized platforms, and by enabling secure, transparent, and efficient interactions, DeFi is paving the way for more inclusive and innovative financial system. Again, let's see some of the most asked questions and answers. So first is, how do smart contracts work in DeFi? In the context of DeFi, smart contracts play a crucial role because they're automating the financial transaction processes, thereby removing the need of intermediaries. So this is how they work. We have automated execution. So smart contracts automatically execute when the predefined conditions are met. For example, in a lending platform, smart contract will release the loan amount to the borrower once the required collateral is deposited. Then we have trustless transactions. So since the smart contracts operate on blockchain networks, they ensure that transactions are transparent and immutable. So this trustless nature means users do not need to rely on central authority to enforce the terms. Then we have the transparency and security. So the code of a smart contract is publicly accessible and allowing anyone to inspect and verify the contract's logic, and the transparency enables that the contract behaves as intended, and the immutability of blockchain records enhances security. And then we have the efficiency and cost reduction. So with this automating processes, smart contracts reduce the need for manual intervention, thereby increasing efficiency and reducing the cost associated with traditional financial services. What are the risks associated with using DeFi platforms? While DeFi offers many advantages, there are also significant risks to consider, like there is in everything. So we have smart contracts vulnerabilities. So bugs or vulnerabilities in smart contracts code can be exploited by malicious actors, leading to significant financial losses. So it is crucial to use audited and well-reviewed contracts. Then we have market risks. So the volatile nature of cryptocurrencies can lead to rapid changes in asset values, affecting loans and investments on DeFi platforms, and users must be aware of the market dynamics and potential for significant losses. Then we have regulatory risks. So DeFi operates in a relatively unregulated space, and future regulatory changes could impact the legality and operation of DeFi platforms. So users should stay informed about the evolving regulatory landscape. We have liquidity risks. So DeFi platforms rely on liquidity provided by users. So if a platform experiences a sudden withdrawal of liquidity, it can lead to challenges in executing transactions or maintaining stable interest rates. And of course, we have operational risks. So DeFi platforms are online services, and like any other online service, they are susceptible for downtime, cyber attacks, and other operational issues. One also very often question is, how can someone get started with DeFi investments? So there are a few steps. requires research and education. So before investing, it is crucial to understand the DeFi ecosystem, to include how different platforms and protocols work, and resources like articles, tutorials, community forums can be very helpful. Then you need to set up a digital wallet such as MetaMask, and is essential for interacting with DeFi platforms, and ensure that the wallet is securely set up with strong passwords and backup phrases. Then you need to purchase cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, which are commonly used on DeFi platforms, and this can be done through cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase or Binance. Then you need to identify which DeFi platforms and protocols align with your investment goals. So popular options include Uniswap for trading, A for lending, and Compound for yield farming, but there are others as well. Start small. So begin with a small investment to familiarize yourself with the platform's interface and functionalities. And as you gain confidence, you can gradually increase your investments. Diversity investments. So spread your investments across different DeFi platforms and assets to mitigate risks. So diversification can help the volatility and uncertainties that inherent in the DeFi space. And stay informed. So continuously monitor investments, stay updated with the latest developments in the DeFi ecosystem, participating in community discussions and following industry news can also provide valuable insights. And also, how does decentralized finance impact on traditional banking systems? So DeFi is definitely transforming the financial landscape by introducing these new ways to access and manage financial services without the traditional intermediaries. So the key concepts are disintermediation. We said in traditional banking, financial intermediaries such as banks, brokers, payment processors facilitate transactions, loans, other financial services, and these charge fees for their services, which can increase the cost to customers. So DeFi removes the need for intermediaries with smart contracts, which, as we said, automate and execute transactions directly between parties. So with this, we get reduced costs, increased transaction speeds, and enhances the financial inclusion by making services accessible to a broader audience, which is the second also very important difference, the financial inclusion. So many people worldwide in the traditional banking remain unbanked or underbanked due to various barriers like geographic location, lack of credit history, stringent regulatory requirements, and so on. The DeFi platforms are accessible to anyone with an internet connection, allowing individuals to participate in the global financial system without the need for traditional banking infrastructure. And this increased accessibility promotes financial inclusion, particularly in underserved regions. And then we have transparency and trust. So traditional banking system often lack transparency, with customers relying on institutions to manage and report their financial activities accurately. DeFi operating on blockchain technology, where transactions are recorded on a public ledger, it gives transparency and immutability, and this transparency builds trust among users, as they can independently verify transactions and the integrity of the financial products. The next point is innovation and efficiency. So traditional banks are often constrained by legacy systems and regulatory frameworks, which can slow down innovation and make processes less efficient. DeFi is at the front of financial innovation, with rapid development of new financial products and services. such as decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, yield farming. So these innovations enhance efficiency by automating processes and reducing the operational overheads. And then we have, so in traditional banking, banks have historically enjoyed a dominant position in the financial sector, often leading to high fees and limited competition. DeFi introduces competition by offering alternative financial services that challenge traditional banking models, and this competition can drive banks to innovate and improve their offerings, potentially leading to lower fees and better services for consumer. So that is the competition and the market dynamics. And then we have the regulatory challenges. So banks operate within well-established regulatory frameworks designed to protect consumers and ensure financial stability. DeFi operates in a relatively unregulated space, raising concerns about security, fraud, and market manipulation. But the lack of regulation presents challenges for integrating DeFi with traditional banking system. But it also spurs discussions on how to develop appropriate regulatory frameworks that balance information with consumer protection. And we have risk management. So banks have established risk management practices and safeguards to protect against the frauds, defaults, and other financial risks. And while DeFi offers many advantages, it also, as we mentioned, introduces new risks, like including smart contract vulnerabilities, liquidity risks, market volatility. And effective risks management practices are still evolving in the DeFi space, and users must be aware of these risks when participate in the DeFi platforms. So we saw the key concepts are the transparency, the transaction speed, the accessibility, and the costs. And we can see like the decentralized finance, it has high transparency due to distributed ledger, and traditional finance, low transparency, and records are held centrally. Then the transaction speed is generally faster with no intermediaries in the DeFi, and in traditional banking they are slower because they involve intermediaries. The accessibility, so central finance, as we said, gives global access without central control, and traditional finance is limited to institutions' reach. And the costs in DeFi are lower due to the elimination of middlemen, and in traditional finance they are higher due to fees charged by these intermediaries. So let's go to ReFi, or regenerative finance, which aims to create a financial system that supports environmental and social sustainability by leveraging the blockchain technology and centralized finance principle. ReFi seeks to address global challenges like climate change and economic inequality. So ReFi, which stands for regenerative finance, its primary goal is to create financial system that not only sustain but also regenerate environmental and social health. Unlike traditional finance, which often focuses solely on profit maximization, ReFi integrates environmental and social metrics into its financial models. So this approach seeks to create value that goes beyond economic gains, fostering long-term sustainability and resilience. ReFi projects are designed to generate positive environmental and social impacts. They incorporate sustainability into their core operations, ensuring that financial activities contribute to the regeneration of natural ecosystems and the promotion of social equity. Key areas of focus include reducing carbon footprints, promoting renewable energy, and enhancing social inclusion. By aligning financial incentives with environmental and social goals, ReFi creates a holistic approach to finance that benefits both people and the planet. So some of the examples are the Region Network, which is a blockchain-based platform that aims to track, verify, and reward sustainable land management practices. So it leverages blockchain technology to create a transparent and verifiable system for monitoring ecological data. And by tokenizing carbon credits and other ecological assets, Region Network incentives land stewards to adopt regenerative practices that restore and preserves ecosystems. And we have Silo, which is a decentralized platform that focuses on creating financial tools for the underserved and unbanked populations worldwide. And its mission is to build a financial system that creates conditions for prosperity for everyone. So Silo leverages mobile technology and blockchain to provide accessible financial services and promote sustainable practices and support initiatives that enhance social and economic inclusion. So ReFi represents a transformative approach to finance where economic activities are aligned with the principles of environmental regeneration and social equity. By focusing on sustainability and positive impact, ReFi projects like Region Network and Silo demonstrate how financial systems can contribute to a more equitable and resilient world. The core concepts of the ReFi. So there are several innovative concepts that aim to align the financial incentives with environmental and social goals. And these core concepts include the tokenization of environmental assets, the impact investing, and the community-driven finance. So tokenization involves converting rights to an asset into a digital token on a blockchain. And in the context of ReFi, environmental assets such as carbon credits or clean energy and conservation efforts can be tokenized. So this process enables these assets to be traded transparently and efficiently on blockchain platforms. For example, Region Network uses blockchain to tokenize the carbon credits, providing a verifiable and marketable form of ecological value. So this encourages investments in sustainable practices by making it easier to track and trade environmental assets. The impact investing focuses on generating measurable social and environmental benefits alongside financial returns. So ReFi leverages blockchain technology to enhance transparency and accountability in the impact investing. Investors can track the impact of their investments in real time, ensuring that their funds are contributing to positive outcomes. And these platforms, like we mentioned, Silo, facilitate impact investing by supporting projects that promote financial inclusion and environmental sustainability. So this dual focus on profit and purpose attracts a growing number of investors who want to make a difference with their money. And community-driven finance involves the active participation of communities in financial decision-making processes. So ReFi platforms often incorporate decentralized governance models that give stakeholders a voice in how funds are allocated and managed. So this inclusive approach ensures that financial activities align with the needs and values of the community. For instance, through decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs, community members can propose and vote on projects, fostering a sense of ownership and accountability. And by empowering communities, ReFi helps to build resilient and sustainable financial ecosystems that reflect the collective interest of their participants. So ReFi leverages blockchain technology to introduce new financial models that support environmental and social goals, and by tokenizing environmental assets or promoting impact investing or fostering community-driven finance, ReFi aims to create a financial system that not only generates economic value, but also contributes to a more sustainable and equitable world. Again, we have a few questions and answers. First is how does ReFi differ from traditional finance and DeFi? So first, ReFi versus traditional finance or TradFi. Traditional finance primarily, we said, focuses on maximizing financial returns for investors and stakeholders, often with less emphasis on environmental or social impacts. ReFi integrates sustainability and positive social impact into its core operations, so aiming to create financial systems that regenerate environmental and social health. Traditional finance relies on centralized institutions like banks, which control and manage the financial activities. ReFi uses decentralized blockchain technology to ensure transparency, security, and direct peer-to-peer interactions. And traditional finance can exclude individuals without access to banking services. ReFi seeks to be more inclusive by leveraging technology to provide financial services to underserved and unbanked populations. Then we have ReFi versus DeFi. So DeFi primary focus is on creating decentralized financial system that operates without intermediaries, emphasizing efficiency, accessibility, and innovation. ReFi, while also decentralized, prioritize environmental sustainability and social equity alongside financial returns. DeFi aims to disrupt traditional financial systems by providing alternative services like lending, borrowing, trading through decentralized platforms, and ReFi specifically aims to generate positive environmental and social outcomes, often integrating ecological and social metrics into financial decision-making. So technology is the same, but their primary focus and the impact objectives of DeFi and ReFi are different. The next question is, what are the key benefits of investing in ReFi projects? So ReFi projects, we said, align investments with environmental and social goals, offering opportunities to support initiatives that combat climate change or promote renewable energy or enhance social equity. Blockchain technology used in ReFi ensures transparent and verifiable transactions, allowing investors to track the impact of their investments in real time. Also, investors can achieve financial gains while contributing to positive social outcomes, balancing profit with purpose. And ReFi as the front end of financial innovation with new and emerging projects offer significant growth potential as they address global challenges. So how can individuals participate and support ReFi initiatives? So you should, the same as DeFi, learn about ReFi projects and their goals through resources like articles, webinars, community forums, and so on. Then participate in ReFi by investing in projects and platforms that align with your values and goals. They can include buying tokens or contributing to liquidity pools. Join ReFi communities and decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs to actively participate in governments and decision-making processes. Advocate for ReFi principles within your network and promote sustainable financial practices through social media and other channels, and use and support ReFi applications and services such as using decentralized platforms for transactions and lending. And what are some successful examples that impact investing in ReFi? We already said they are the Region Network and the Sila. Also, they are Mossert. So Mossert tokenizes carbon credits, allowing individuals and businesses to offset their carbon footprint by purchasing MCO2 tokens, and this initiative supports reforestation and conservation projects in the Amazon rainforest. And we have SolarCoin. which rewards solar energy producers with digital tokens, incentivizing the production of renewable energy by linking financial rewards to sustainable energy generation. Solar Coin promotes the transition to clean energy sources. And we go to DLT, or distributed ledger technology, which encompasses systems like blockchain and directed acyclic graphs or DAGs. DLT is a decentralized database managed by multiple participants across different locations. Instead of having a central authority controlling the ledger, DLT distributes this control among all participants, ensuring greater security and reliability. So the main key features, we'll see them. The definition and the types. We have two types like blockchain. That is the most well-known type of DLT, which organizes data into blocks that are linked together in a chronological chain, and each block contains a list of transactions, and once added to the blockchain, the data cannot be altered. This makes blockchain an excellent solution for applications that require a high level of security and transparency, such as cryptocurrencies, or supply chain management, or voting systems. Then we have directed cyclic graphs or DAGs, which, unlike blockchains, they do not use blocks or chains. Instead, transactions are recorded as vertices in a graph, with each new transactions validating previous ones, and the structure allows for more efficient and scalable processing, making DAGs suitable for applications like IoT networks and microtransactions where high transaction throughput is essential. So the key features are decentralization. So the DLT eliminates the need for a central authority by distributing control across a network for participants. And this decentralization enhances security and resilience, as there is no single point of failure. Transparency, so all transactions are recorded on the distributed ledger and they're visible to all participants in the network. And this transparency ensures accountability and trust, as participants can independently verify the data. And immutability, so once a transaction is recorded on a distributed ledger, it cannot be altered or deleted. So this immutability guarantees the integrity of the data, making DLT suitable for applications that require a permanent and tamper-proof record of transactions. So DLT provides a robust and secure framework for various applications that require trust and security, and by leveraging the decentralized, transparent, and immutable nature of DLT, businesses and organizations can create more reliable and efficient systems. So, use cases, first in supply chain. So DLT can significantly improve the supply chain management by providing transparent and immutable record of the entire supply chain process. So each transaction or movement of goods is recorded on the blockchain, allowing all participants to verify the origin, the journey, the authenticity of the products. So this transparency helps to reduce the fraud, ensure product quality, and increase the efficiency. For instance, consumers can trace the origin of their food items from farm to table, ensuring they're purchasing genuine and ethically sourced products. Then digital identity. So DLT offers secure and reliable solution for digital identity verification. So traditional identity systems are often centralized and vulnerable to breaches. By leveraging DLT, digital identities can be stored on a decentralized ledger, giving individuals control over their personal data, and users can selectively share their identity information with service providers without exposing their entire identity. So this enhances really the privacy and security. Also in healthcare sector, So DLT can streamline patient data management, ensuring data integrity and security. So medical records can be securely stored and shared across different healthcare providers, enabling better coordination of care. And additionally, DLT can facilitate secure and transparent tracking of pharmaceutical supply chains, reducing the risk of counterfeit drugs. Some of the real world examples, we have IBM Food Trust, which is a blockchain-based platform designed to enhance transparency and efficiency in the food supply chain by recording every step of the food production and distribution process on the blockchain. IBM Food Trust helps to improve food safety, reduce waste, ensure the authenticity of products, so retailers, suppliers, and consumers can trace the journey of food items in real time, ensuring trust and accountability in the food industry. And we have the Everledger, which is a DLT-based platform that provides a digital ledger for verifying the provenance of valuable assets such as diamonds and arts and wine. And with creating this permanent and tamper-proof record of an asset's history, Everledger helps to combat fraud and ensure the authenticity of high-value items. For example, in the diamond industry, like Everledger tracks the journey of diamonds from mines to retailers, providing transparency and ensuring ethical sourcing. So DLT offers innovative solutions for various industries, enhancing the transparency, security, and efficiency. And real-world applications like the IBM Food Trust or Everledger demonstrate how DLT can transform traditional processes and build trust in the digital age. Again, some questions and answers. So how does DLT enhance security compared to traditional databases? First, we said with decentralization versus the traditional databases, they are typically centralized. So they have single point of control and a single point of failure. And decentralization centralization makes them vulnerable to attacks, as compromising the central server can expose the entire system. DLT, on the other hand, because distributes data over the network of nodes, there are no single entity controls the entire network, making it significantly harder for malicious actors to compromise the system, as they would need to simultaneously attack a majority of the network nodes. The immutability, we said that data, once it's written on the ledger, it cannot be altered or deleted without consensus on the network. So provides permanent tamper-proof record of all transactions, enhancing the integrity and reliability of the data. Then we have the cryptographic security, which ensures even a part of the network is compromised, the overall integrity of the ledger remains intact. And of course, we have the consensus mechanisms like proof of work or proof of stake to validate the transactions, which prevents unauthorized changes and ensures that all the transactions are verified and trustworthy. So how can businesses integrate DLT into their existing system? They first should identify the use cases. So we said common applications include supply chain management, digital identity verification, secure data shading, transaction processes. So understanding the specific needs and challenges of your business will help determine the most suitable DLT application. Then to choose the right platform. So to select a DLT platform that aligns your business needs. So options include public blockchains like Ethereum, private blockchains like Hyperledger, on consortium blockchains like Corda. Each platform offers different advantages and trade-offs in terms of scalability, privacy, and control. So it's important to choose the one that best benefits the business requirements. Then smart contracts. And developing of smart contracts to automate the process and enforce the rules and transparency should be thoroughly tested and audited to ensure security and reliability before being deployed in a live environment. You can use APIs and middleware to integrate DLT solutions with your existing business systems. And this integration allows seamless data exchange and process automation without disrupting the existing workflows. So ensure that the integration is designed to complement and enhance your current systems. Also work with legal experts to ensure that your DLT implementation complies with relevant regulations and standards. So this may involve navigating complex regulatory environments and ensuring data privacy and security. So compliance is crucial to avoid legal issues and also build trust with stakeholders, and provide training and resources to help your staff understand DLT technology and how to use it effectively. So educating the employees about the benefits and functionalities of DLT can also facilitate smoother adoption and ensure that they can leverage the technology to its fullest potential. Also, what are the benefits of using DLT for digital identity verification? We said we have enhanced security because we have a tamper-proof way of storing and managing digital identities, and with the cryptographic techniques, the only authorized users can access and control their identity information, and this reduces the risks of identity theft and unauthorized access. Then DLT empowers the individual to own and control their identity, so users can selectively share their identity information with service providers, maintaining privacy and reducing the risk of identity theft. And this user-centric approach enhances trust and privacy. Also, the immutability of the DLT ensures that once an identity is verified and recorded, it cannot be altered or tampered with. So this reduces the risk of identity fraud and enhances trust in digital interactions. And verified identities are consistently reliable and secure. Then DLT also enables instant and verifiable identity checks, reducing the time and cost associated with traditional identity verification methods. So this can improve user experiences and operational efficiency for businesses by providing quick and reliable identity verification. And DLT-based identities can be easily integrated with various applications and services, allowing for seamless and secure interactions across different platforms and industries. So the interoperability ensures that digital identities can be used universally, enhancing convenience for users and service providers. Also, despite the significant potential of DLT, the future of these technologies faces several challenges that need to be addressed to ensure widespread adoption and success. However, ongoing development and trends are suggest a promising future. So first, the challenges are scalability. So one of the primary challenges of DLT is the scalability. As the number of transactions increases, the ability of the network to process them efficiently can become constrained. So current blockchain networks, for instance, often struggle with high transaction volumes, leading to slower processing times and higher fees. Addressing scalability is crucial for enabling DLT to handle widespread and mainstream usage. Then regulation. So regulatory uncertainty is another significant challenge, but different countries have varying approaches to regulating blockchain and cryptocurrency activities, and the lack of a unified regulatory framework can create obstacles for businesses and individuals looking to adopt DLT solutions. Clear and consistent regulations are needed to provide a stable environment for innovation and adoption. And while DLT enhances security features. It's not immune to risk. So smart contract vulnerabilities, network attacks, potential flaws in the underlying code can pose significant threats. So ensuring robust security measures and continuous auditing of DLT systems are essential to maintaining trust and reliability. So among the future trends, we have interoperability. So as the number of blockchain networks and DLT platforms grows, interoperability will become increasingly important. And interoperability allows different blockchain networks to communicate and interact seamlessly, enabling the transfer of assets and data across platforms. And this trend is crucial for creating a cohesive and integrated DLT ecosystem. Then the mass adoption of DLT by mainstream businesses and consumers is expected to accelerate as more real-world applications and use cases emerge. And as technology matures, we will likely see increased integration of DLT into various industries, from finance and healthcare to supply chain and beyond. And education and awareness efforts will also play a vital role into driving this mass adoption. Also, beyond current applications, the future of DLT will see development of more advanced and innovative use cases. So this could include DeFi solutions that go beyond basic lending and borrowing, more sophisticated digital identity systems and application in areas like vaulting, intellectual property, real estate. So the continuous evolution of DLT will open up new possibilities and opportunities. So we'll conclude this lecture here. So Web3, the DeFi, the ReFi, and DLT are revolutionizing the financial landscape by offering innovative solutions and opportunities for a more decentralized and equitable future. And these technologies have the potential to transform various industries by enhancing security, transparency, and efficiency, which is the three core concepts for all of this for technologies. So let's conclude. Like Web3 represents the next phase of the internet, emphasizing decentralization, token-based economy, user empowerment, and it leverages blockchain technology to distribute data and control, ensuring greater privacy and security. DeFi uses blockchain and smart contracts to recreate traditional financial system, but without intermediaries, and includes applications like decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, and yield farming, offering benefits like financial inclusion, transparency, and lower costs. ReFi integrates sustainability and positive social impact into financial system. It focuses on tokenizing environmental assets, impact investing, and community-driven finance to align financial activities with broader environmental and social goals. And DLT encompasses systems like blockchain and DEX. Key features include decentralization, transparency, and immutability, making it suitable for applications requiring trust and security. And DLT has diverse applications across industries such as supply chain, digital identity, and healthcare. So now we can start with the workshops. So the first workshop, we're going to create a simple smart contract just to see how this process goes. And smart contracts are, we said, self-executing contracts with the terms and conditions directly written into the code. So let me So first we need to install a digital wallet. Usually we use MetaMask because it's the fastest way to go. And it's a digital wallet that allows you to manage Ethereum accounts and interact with DeFi apps. So, and the apps. So we'll connect to the Ethereum test network and we'll get some test Ethereum and save the environment to test and deploy the smart contracts without using real Ether, but the process is the same. So first you should open your web browser and go to MetaMask EO. I'm gonna share the link in the chat. Uh, where you can download MetaMask. So here you can choose what browser to use and download it. I already have it for Edge and it's installed as extension. So here is my MetaMask. And you should set a password and try to get a password that is strong. And I can create a new wallet. And I need to secure my wallet. So as it says, make sure nobody is looking. And you can reveal security passphrase. This passphrase, you have to store it somewhere. Write it down on a piece of paper or save it, make a screenshot of it or save it somewhere. And then you need to write the missing words. So you will be able to confirm that you have successfully remembered the passphrase. So now I can see in the Chrome extension that here is my wallet. You can have more accounts. So here is my wallet and it has 0 Ethereum and $0, so you can view it here. So once you're done with that, the next thing is to connect MetaMask to the Worley Faucet network, which will give us a test Ethereum. I'm gonna send you here the link. So now we should copy our wallet, enter it here, and claim the 0. Okay, this is something new. So let's see if we need Ethereum. Okay. So here, and I need to enter the wallet address. Mhm. Okay, I think that this works.
Excuse me, ma'am, your screen is not being shared.
It's not being shared.
No. No, no.
Yes, yes, I see. So you're gonna go to this site to get them instead of the Gordy Faucet because they added some extra anti-bot privacy connecting with Telegram and so on. And now we just need to get the tokens, which is easier. So you will just choose here Ethereum Sepolia, which is also a testnet network, and add the MetaMask address here and send, because I already sent to me, it will send to you. So in order to see them, we should go on the MetaMask and we should change the network to show test networks and now choose Sepolia and they should appear here. But we need them to get some time. Let's find one more. You can use this one as well. And we can see the transaction going as well. So when it's ready, it will show. So until that is done, we should take a look about the other stuff. So next, we go to the coding, or we go to Remix IDE. I'm gonna send you the link as well in the chat. And this is an interface that is used for creating smart contracts and other stuff. And you should be always careful to check if this is the real link, because they were making some frauds trying to change the domain so people can run contracts on them. So this is the default workspace. And we should click on the file explorers. Here it is. And we have workspaces. And next, what we're going to do, we're going to create a new file. And we're gonna call it hello world.sol. And it's .sol, meaning that it's going to be in Solidity and automatically will open into the Explorer. So we need to add this on the top of the line, which will specify, here it is into the chat, so you can copy and paste it, which will specify the Solidity version we're going to work with. And then we should define the contract, which is called Hello World. I'm going to send you the code to that one as well. So we have a string that is public and its message, and we have a constructor, which the message is hello world by default. And we have a function that gets the message and returns it to memory. And if it's the same message and what we have in the constructor, then which are the terms and conditions in this small smart contract. That way it will automatically execute. So then we have to compile the Solidity document we did, and we can go with Control S or press the compile button. And after that, we should deploy and run transactions. Here it is. And we should have, I don't know, some account. We can we should make the injected provider MetaMask. Next. And this way it will connect to our MetaMask, but it still doesn't show. Oh, now we have, okay. 1.1 Sepulia, okay, great. So, okay, we have two, one for the real network, one for the test network. So we should choose the one that it will show our Sepulia on the network. And we can set some gas or estimated gas and what is the way to the transaction and so on. And we should deploy the contract. So we'll see the smart contract. Okay, so we need more Sepolia. So what if I cut down the gas? So we still need more. Okay, so in order to not waste the time, you will get more Sepolia and you can deploy the contract. It will show up in the MetaMask like this, and by confirming it, you have signed your contract, and it will show you, you see it's pending, and it will give you back the hello world message as confirmation, as it said, as a confirmation that the smart contract was extracted. And now, because we already have the MetaMask installed, so this is, and the code here, it's basically the terms and conditions you will give in order to deploy the smart contract. So when the conditions are met, what will it do? And the second workshop is about Uniswap protocol. So we have app Uniswap. This, I'm gonna share you again the link in the chat, although I will share you also the presentation and you have them there. And what we need is first to, okay, it's to connect the wallet. See, it has connect. And we can use their wallet or use MetaMask. We should finish this first. Next, yes. And it does work on the test networks as well. So then we have to, from form, use the Ethereum, and to use the token we want to use. But again, show testnets. That was important as well. Okay, so now it shows the balance. And select token, we can search for some token, but it doesn't give because of our balance. So this is, for example, the best price of it. And it says insufficient Ethereum balance. What if I do this? Until they are here, there's no point. But once you have the, let's try to get this. have the minimum. With Alchemy, you will get it for sure and fast, but you need to make an account. But this way it's faster to do it. You have on the mainnet first. Okay, and this happens because a lot of people or bots are trying to get test net Ethereums and fraud people that they are selling to them real Ethereum and they're trying just to keep it they're trying to keep it secure. So when you have the enough, it will just give you the tokens you want and just using swap. So it's that easy. And if you want to do the liquidity provision, so you'll go to pool and you need to add a new position and select the token you want to the pair, for example, Ethereum and something else. And then click supply and it will confirm again the transaction in MetaMask. It will open automatically and you will just wait for the transaction and you'll get yourself liquidity. So the steps are pretty easy. I will also send you this presentation so you can try later when you get the testnet Ethereum. Try to research it where it is easier to get, or if you have Telegram, probably you do. And if you don't mind making an account, you can get them faster. So I hope you liked this lecture, and sorry about the changes in the Goerli network that didn't allow us to get those test Ethereums fast, but they are the steps you can go. We just were one step away just clicking the submit button, but we did everything else. So we're 99% done and you can try it but yourself. I enjoyed really much having this and the previous lecture with you, and I hope we'll see each other some other time. All the best from me.
Hello, thank you, ma'am, for this session. We really loved it. Your lecture on DeFi, ReFi, and DLT was really amazing. We absolutely loved it. We would love to collaborate with you further in the future. Thank you so much for holding this session with us.
Thank you. Bye. Enjoy your next lectures.
Thank you, ma'am.